Hi guys, today it is rainy outside, so perfect day for making one more teardown of a Soviet test set for a weapon system. So it is out of my garage and I did in fact just replace a whole bunch of very rusty screws. They were not good anymore, so I did a dig in my stock of Russian screws and I found matching ones, which is quite nice. And also I did increase the size of my overhead camera mount, and now it is 10 centimeters higher than before at least, and it gives me a little more size for the video shots. In fact this case barely just fits. You can see the edges are just out of the frame, so it is not a too big issue. So what do we have here? We have a very serious box in Amerton grey paint. It is called 9B249. It weighs 5.6 kilograms and serial number is 487. So those who know that this kind of designation in Soviet equipment is related to weapon systems, in particular missiles. So this may be a test set for testing something related to a missile. We have the handle here. We have here the locking mechanism of the cover with security like so. You have to push in order you are able to open the thing. On the bottom case, guys, this is folded metal, but this is not. This is solid die cast. Oversize is the same. Overside is the same. And if I open this cover, here is what we have. So it is just barely fitting the screen. So we have a box with 8 connectors on the side, 3 big rotating buttons, 1 ampermeter, 1 voltmeter here, and a few buttons. Quality control here stems from the National Volks Army, so it came from the former German Democratic Republic Army. So we will start with information in the cover. Probably it means stuff, but I do not understand a lot of Russian, so Pravila something, they say about control position. So here it must be maybe the position of the switches. Yes, because if you look at this one, you have M and C. Excuse me, it's not in the frame. M and C, and here they say about M and C things, so it must be related to the position you put the buttons, and probably you are supposed to measure stuff with this. There is something about control parameters here, signal hooking record, it is in Cyrillic, so signal connection or something like this. And maybe the plugs you are supposed to use, not sure. So all this is new. I did replace these nuts, and also I did replace the screws here on the side of the connectors because they were really bad, and I was lucky enough to be able to find enough screws of the same model, which is not always easy. Okay, so you can see we will start the walk around with these 2 indicators. We have a pretty serious indicators in here with 0 in the center The one on the left looks like it is a very yellow dial, and there is this thing with glass or the seals all around to protect them. Seems to be very thick. This must be access holes for the zero adjustment, I guess, of the galvanometers. Yes. So with a O-ring. Okay, but I do not see any backlight in these things. So here we have a whole bunch of buttons with rubber caps on them. And we have all these connector covers with little chains, which are quite difficult to undo, in fact. I will not mess with this one. I will do another one. But the chains are really short and quite rusty. So here is what we have as connectors. We have a glass insulation in this. They are all of the same kind. So the cover is quite annoying on this thing. So here more buttons, probably ground banana jacks. Big clunky control switches, really. On the other side is exactly the same. You can see the screws securing the cover to the case. Very quite unusual screws, these ones. It is a luck they are not rusty because since they are chrome plated or something like this. And something you need to see before I remove the screws, guys, look at this. Look at the thickness of this piece here. This plate is a die-cast metal plate, and it is maybe more, probably 5 or 6 millimeters thick. Incredible. Okay, now I will undo all the screws all around, and I will be able to lift the contents. Here we are. So if I will lift the thing, hopefully, yes, it is not stuck this time with a seal. So first, look at this, guys, the bottom of the case. Look at this. It is solid. It is die-cast aluminium. Very thick. The paint inside is almost like new. We have some quality control stamps here, and really, it is amazing. In fact, it looks like maybe it is made in 2 parts. We have this frame here, which is die-cast, and maybe the bottom is a pressed aluminium piece, and they are welded somewhere here around, but in fact I cannot see because of thick paint on the thing. So it is interesting. Yes, it seems to be made in 2 pieces. These are the nuts for the rubber fits at the bottom. Okay, so this is the case. And guys, here is what we have attached to the cover. Yes, it is pure nerd stuff. I will not say the word, but look at this, guys. This rotating contact is just gorgeous. One of the best made things I have ever seen. And here we have these big stacks of ceramic commutators also. So where to start? I will put this in the correct position like so. So in fact we have not a lot of electronics in this, except for a few resistors here, and one power resistor here, and this, what seems to be current measuring chains, 2 of them. They are called resistor, yes. So here you can see the back of the connectors. There is a seal all around the case. They are the receptacles for the screws of the connectors made in the die cast. There is a pretty serious wire harness making all the job for the wires with this blue sticky tape around. So these are the buttons, really regular model of Soviet button, nothing special. Here you can see they did stamp each part number in the cover for assembly. So these are just 3 resistors on the terminal board, a bracket, some kind of bracket in Humberton material. So now we will have a look at the good stuff. This rotating button first. We have here 4 layers, 3 on the other one. All the wires coming on this. And they are screwed to the front panel. There is a plate back here with a screw. And what else? The contacts seems to be silver coated, as you can see. They are in quite a nice condition. So here we have the wire harness, which is impressively thick at this level, almost I guess 2 centimeters thick. And we have a main rotating button, this one. In fact it is a 2 layer, there is another one at the bottom, it is hidden down here, but yes, there is another one. And these wipers are made of a stack of 3 layers. And the feeling of this thing is just amazing when you turn it. If all buttons could be like so. And look, it looks like it is designed to allow easy replacement of the wiper part. There is a screw here. If I remove it, I should be able to pull this piece, I guess. About the how old this thing is, we have here the date code of December 1966. So it is it predates the 1970s. So really it is quite old. I have 1968 here on the switches. So what else? We have 2 galvanometers, voltmeter and amperemeter. You can see they are mounted on this metal plate. Each bolt is secured with 2 nuts, so they are not going anywhere. And this wall plate is mounted on a rubber shock absorber. You can see it here. It moves. It allows it to move a little bit. And of course there is the very thick glass piece in front of them, to protect them from any shock. So it is really quite impressive, this thing. It is sad it is not containing more electronics, but when you see how well it is made, this could totally be a display piece. In fact, like so, you display it like so and you allow people to see the backside. In fact, it just stands like this. So it is quite nice, but it is space consuming. So, but really beautifully made stuff. And I did not tell about the smell, guys. The smell of this thing. It is pretty much impossible to describe. A smell of old liquor, of PVC from the wires, probably. some grease also, smell of some grease probably from the seal all around here, and the smell of the aluminium too, but it is quite impressive. Okay, so it is all for this thing. I have yet another Soviet test set. I need to also replace screws on it, so it will probably be the subject of next video. But this one is probably my most impressive one, most beautiful one. Not too bulky and really well made. Okay, so thanks for watching. Bye bye.